All right, class, we're still thinking like social scientists, whether we're historians, economists, geographers, or political scientists. We talked a little bit about our state yesterday, Wisconsin, even our city, Milwaukee, and now we were going to take clues from Cahokia. It's in Illinois, and we're going to think like social scientists while we kind of read for the next 2 days about their civilization. I'm on page 12 and 13 if you're looking for them in your book. If you're sick of my voice, feel free to click on Clever, TCI, and then have them read it to you. Or you can read it yourself. In southern Illinois, a large mound rises from the ground, but it's not a natural hill. People built it long ago. Who? Why? How? These are questions social scientists ask. How do social scientists help us learn about life long ago? What a strange-looking hill, you might think, as you walk towards the mound. It's squared off instead of round. Look at the top. It's flat, and it has different levels. Is it really a hill? These questions and observations show that you are thinking like an archaeologist. Archaeologists are special kinds of social scientists. Like historians, they study the past, but they don't study people's written records. To find clues about the past, they hunt for and examine objects that people have left behind. This huge mound called Monk's Mound is one giant artifact. It is about as tall as a 10-story building. Now that'd be putting 5 Garden Home schools on top of each other. That's how tall it is. And it is the largest of several mounds in the area. Archaeologists have learned that the mounds were a part of a long-lost American Indian city called Cahokia. How did archaeologists begin their exploration at Cahokia? What did they find? Here's your definition of archaeologist: a social scientist who studies the past by looking at artifacts people have left behind. The Monk's Mound is located in the state of Illinois. It might just look like a hill, but it's actually a huge artifact. And it is kind of a cool picture there. If you look at the bottom, of course they got these steps to walk to the top of this mound. And this is just one of several mounds in the area. Well, let's find out what's in this mound. Help from geography. First of all, check out the picture there. That would be an archaeologist. Archaeologists oftentimes look for artifacts, and to look for them, they oftentimes dig. An archaeologist carefully sifts the soil in search of clues about the past. Geographers help archaeologists figure out where to look. Remember, geographers are all about the locations and the landforms. The people who built Monk's Mound left the area more than 600 years ago. Why did they build these mounds? The people left no written language, so how can we know? Luckily, there are archaeologists eager to search for clues. Modern-day archaeologists use high-tech tools to look in the ground and underneath the soil that has collected on top of these very old structures over time. They also dig into the soil for clues, slowly and very carefully. You wouldn't want to take a big shovel or a big truck and dig real hard. You could break things that you're looking for. Before they start investigating, archaeologists need to figure out where to focus their attention, so they turn to geography for help. They look at the land and think about where people might have lived. Are there places where it's easy to get water? All people need to have water, and so most of these groups that lived long ago settled by lakes or by rivers or by oceans. And so obviously somebody built this big huge mound, and is there water nearby? Are there fertile places to grow food? All people need food. And long ago you planted and grew your own food. So if there's no place to plant food, this might not be where they lived, but maybe only where they buried people. They also studied the area that appeared to have been changed by the people who lived there. This helps archaeologists choose the likeliest place to search for more clues. Archaeologists have made many discoveries at Cahokia since the 1920s. One of the most exciting was at the top of Monk's Mound, there where they discovered the remains of a large wooden building. It stood on top of the hill about 850 years ago and was probably the biggest building in the city. Here was a wonderful clue about life long ago. So not only did they build these big hills, but on top of these big hills, they also built buildings. Interesting. Maybe you want to further research this city of Cahoyaka in Illinois. You see it's way down in the southern part. Here's Wisconsin where you live. Here's Chicago, which a lot of times we think of it as Illinois. And then way down at the bottom of Illinois is Cahoyaka. About a 10-hour trip from here. Guys, there is no written assignment for you for today. God bless your day.